During the 2022 offseason, the Miami Dolphins hired a new head coach, Mike McDaniel, and they started the season with an impressive 7-3 record in their first 10 games. But in their last 7, they ended up only winning 2 and losing 5. They even made it to the AFC Wildcard game but lost to the Bills by 3 points. Miami is headed into a pretty big season, and Tua Tagovailoa will be returning at the quarterback position as the starter. While my opinion may differ from others, I firmly believe that Tagovailoa will end up having a great season and probably even his best season. Now, it's important to note that Tua is still in the early stages of his NFL career. He is only 25 and he will be going into his 4th season. Last season, he did have a few brutal injuries and missed 4 games, but he still finished with a 64.8 completion rate for over 3,500 yards with 25 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. But the Dolphins arguably have the best wide receiver duo in the league with Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle. Hill was traded by Kansas City last offseason, and the trade is paying off for the Dolphins big time. Hill did finish with 119 catches for over 1,700 yards with 7 touchdowns in 2022. And in 2023, he has a high chance to be the first person to reach 2,000 receiving yards in a single season. However, Jaylen Waddle will be going into his 3rd season. He's also been amazing for Miami. In 2022, he finished with over 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns. Even in his rookie season in 2021, he had over 1,000 yards with 6 touchdowns. It's kind of hard to guard both of these at the same time on the field, and that's really been challenging on defenses. The 2 running backs, Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson, will be returning for their 2nd season in Dolphins uniform. Raheem is back number 1, and last season he finished with 891 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. Jeff Wilson is the number 2 guy. In 2022, he did play in 8 games and had 392 rushing yards with 3 touchdowns. The good thing is both of these guys spent time together with the 49ers, including coach Mike McDaniel when he was the Niners offensive coordinator. So McDaniel definitely knows the type of players those 2 are. Of course, they aren't elite running backs, and maybe they do need an elite running back. Right now in the running back market, there are a few of those players who are available, but the real question is whether it's worth it to pay those players a lot of money, because in all honesty, the Dolphins could get the job done with these 2 players. You don't need a great running back to win a Super Bowl. However, the Dolphins did make some moves on the defensive side of the ball, and they could have a Super Bowl defense. So now they'll have 2 studs at the cornerback position. Miami won the Jalen Ramsey trade, only trading a 2023 3rd-round draft pick and a tight end Hunter Long to Akir Ramsey. Of course, Xavier Howard is on the other side. He also has been very good for the Dolphins. And don't say Jalen Ramsey is washed out, because he really isn't. I think this will be a game changer for Miami. Jerome Baker will be returning for his 6th season. He is one of the linebackers. They also got a new backer during the offseason, and that's David Long. He agreed on a 2-year deal worth up to $11 million, but I am very excited to see Bradley Chubb play. He got traded during the season in 2022 from Denver, and I think he's going to have a big season in 2023. Can't forget that Emmanuel Ogbah is still there at the DN position on the right side. To put it all together, the defense doesn't look too bad overall. Plus, when you add the offense with a pretty good coaching staff, I think the Dolphins might be up to something. Bitch, we some stars, pull up in foreign car.